Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Open House. My name is Dan Berg. I'll be your child's Algebra 2 prep teacher for the year. A little bit about me. This is my second full year teaching at LT. I've been here for about 2.5 years. I did obtain my bachelor's degree at the University of Iowa. After I graduated, I got a job at teaching math at LT. Currently, I'm going for my master's at Concordia University in Chicago. It's a master's in tech in the classroom, so I'm excited to be able to apply some things that I learned there during the course of the year into our Algebra 2 curriculum. I've taught Algebra 1 before, I've taught Algebra 2 before, and also geometry and trig recalc. Specifically this year, I'll be teaching 4 sections of Algebra 2 and then 1 more section of Algebra 1. These are our course topics that we're going to hit this year. We're already into linear and absolute value functions, and actually we're almost finished with it. We'll take a test next week. You can see what we'll hit in semester 1 over on the left, and then what we'll hit in semester 2 over on the right. When it comes to grading, and when you're looking at an Infinite Campus this year, you'll see daily assignments and weekly formative assessments. They'll all be included in that formative grouping. Summative assessments are going to really what's going to affect and create their grade for the year. So those summative assessments will be things like unit tests. We'll have about 5 or 6 this semester, and that will make up 80% of their grade. And then we will have that final exam, which will be cumulative. So it'll go over everything that we've gone over in the semester, and that will make up 20% of their grade. Those weekly formatives are homework assignments. We use this program called Delta Math, and they're also Canvas quizzes that students can use to kind of assess themselves and see how they're doing. We will use a percentage grading scale here. 100 to 90 is an A, 89.92 and 80 is a B, and so on. For tests and quiz review, we have a couple different options here. We'll be giving things on Canvas. We'll also be giving paper reviews. There will be in-class reviews before each summative, so we'll take a full 75-minute period to ask questions, to go over different problems that they're going to see on the summative. But outside of class, there's also VP time that I encourage all my students to meet with me with. So if they're struggling on a certain topic, they're welcome to set up an appointment via email. VP time is from 7:45 to 8:45 every Tuesday through Friday, or after school if they want to meet for a shorter amount of time. It's 2:55 to 3:15. Again, I'm always happy some of your children have already taken advantage of that, which has been great. They can just use it for a quick question, or they can stick with me for about a half an hour and we can go over a few things. I also teach 4 Algebra 2 classes, like I said, so they're welcome to form a study group. Collaboration is key in this class. If they're working on their homework assignments, they're welcome to ask their friends questions. I would assume that out of those 4 classes, they probably know a couple of students. Assignments in this class, like I said, they're going to be given daily. They're going to go over what we learned in class that day. There's also going to be Canvas quizzes that'll go over basically the week worth of material. They're short, but they pull a question from each topic that we've gone over. So a student can really look and say, well, I understood the week, or maybe I need a little more work on these. But I do highly, highly encourage, and I expect that they're completing those assignments daily and weekly. Students can always check Canvas for an up-to-date schedule on what we're doing that day. I put up materials there. I put up answer keys. Anything they may need, they can check under that day's date, and they should be able to find it. If they're looking for anything else, they're always welcome to send me an email. So our retake policy is a little different this year. For those formative assessments, so like those quizzes that they're taking on Canvas, they're welcome to have 2 attempts on those. Every single one, they have 2 attempts, and they're also open until the test date. So if they ever want to go back and look at any of those formative assessments, they're there for them. Summative assessments, all I require is that they're just keeping up to date with their homework and their quizzes. So they should have all that done prior to the retake. If they do, then they're eligible for that retake. They can take 1 retake per summative, but they don't need to. If they do really well in the summative, they obviously don't need to apply that retake to it. Some tips for success in my classroom are staying organized, seeking help when needed, so using that VP time, communicating with kind of everyone involved about the progress in the course, self-assessing yourself, and just doing that practice. If they're keeping up to date with their assignments on Delta Math, their Canvas quizzes, they should be doing fine on the summative. If they're not doing as well as they would have liked, that's when they have to utilize that VP time and come into me and ask me questions. I'd always be happy to answer those. So for Canvas, that's really the central hub of our class this year. We have general notes, general course notes, general information. The syllabus is on there. Anything that they need to access is usually going to be on Canvas. The only really other thing that we use are those Delta Math assignments. So those are not linked on Canvas, but students have their own account and have had experience using that before. I try to put my calendar up there a unit at a time. Things obviously change around a little bit, but usually when I put that calendar up there, students can look and see, okay, well, I have a summative in a couple weeks. I'll prepare for that. If they ever need anything else, email is the best way to get in contact with me. So like I said, I really promote that VP time. If you need anything, feel free to contact me. I'll try to respond as quickly as possible. I'd be happy to make a phone call too if needed, but I'm happy to hear from you guys, and I know it's going to be a great semester.